Welcome back. I hope you guys had a great summer. Today we will be discussing financial guidelines for school-based employees. The type of documents used when receiving money are individual receipts, internal accounting control sheets, transmittal envelopes. Individual receipts are generally used if collecting an amount of $10 or more, or if the goods are not distributed at the time of payment. Examples would be yearbooks and junior and senior bundles. IAC sheets are generally used if collecting a small amount, $10 or less, for a specific school activity or when the goods are distributed at the time of payment. Examples of that would be field trip, PE uniform, transcripts, dance tickets. Also, there's an exception where you can use an IAC sheet to collect student fees and also student dues. Receipt guidelines. Blue or black pen must be used. No pencils or art colors. All areas of the form must be completed and accurate. All checks should have student name and account number activity listed. Be sure that the divider is properly placed. If a receipt or IAC sheet must be voided, leave all copies in the book and write void in large letters on the top copy. If a correction must be made, the staff member should draw one line through the incorrect information, make the correction, and initial the change. Whiteout must not be used. Do not leave money unattended at any time. Staff members may be responsible for any shortages. Money should not be placed in the bookkeeper's mailbox. If I am unavailable, the funds should be secured in the safe, which is located in the mailroom, and your receipt book and blue envelope should be placed in my mailbox. Complete all areas of an individual receipt. The date will be the actual date the staff member received the money. Received from will be the student or customer's name. For is the item, the fee that is being paid. The amount will be written in word and number format like a check. The department or club will be the name and account number. How it is paid. If the student pays with cash, then just write the amount. If check, write the amount and the check number. If money order, write the amount and the money order number. Signature should be the staff who is taking the money. All areas of the IAC sheet should be completely filled. Teacher will be the staff name. Date will be the actual date the money was received by the staff member. Department or club will be the account name or number. The activity will be the item, the fee that is being paid. Student name, you will list each student who pays for that day. If the student is paying with cash, the amount will be listed in total cash. If the student is paying with the check number would go under check number, and then the amount would go under total checks. If it is a money order, please remember you will need to write small and even then it may extend beyond the column boundaries. And then the amount would go under total checks. 1 IAC sheet per day. Remember, totals must be written at the bottom. The blue transmittal envelope with the receipt book or the IAC sheet book is provided to me, the bookkeeper, with money collected by 2:30 p.m. daily. The total amount of receipts must equal the total amount of funds deposited. The staff member completes all areas except the initial box on the far right. Once I have verified the accuracy of the deposit, I will initial. Students cannot turn in envelopes to me, the bookkeeper. Fill in all areas of the blue transmittal envelope. Date will be the actual date the staff member received the money. In the columns, the total amount the staff member is depositing must equal the total of the receipts or IAC sheet totals. The sequence would be the receipt or the IAC sheet number or range of numbers. Total cash will be the amount of the total deposit paid by cash. Total checks is the amount of the total deposit paid by checks, including money orders. The total amount will be the total amount of the money being deposited. Make sure entries on the receipt, IAC sheet, and blue transmittal envelope match the amount of cash and checks that you have receipted. Funds are to be receipted and turned into me, the bookkeeper, daily. When your transmittal envelope is returned to you by me, please check the receipt. Make sure the receipt matches the amount receipted by you. Purchasing guidelines. All purchases must have a pre-approval signed by the principal prior to making a purchase. The pre-approval form must include the vendor details and the account number to be charged. Please include a written quote with shipping to the pre-approval form. If actual cost is not available, note a not to exceed amount on the pre-approval. If the school credit card is to be used to make a purchase, please sign out the school credit card with Ms. Hill. After the purchase, the school credit card should be signed back in and the vendor original receipt given to me, the bookkeeper. The receipt may be a print from an online vendor. No tax should be on the credit card receipt. In instances where staff members will receive a cash reimbursement, the staff member will be the vendor and the staff wise number is required. If items are paid for by the staff member with personal funds, the purchase is not tax exempt. Sales tax will be reimbursed. No personal items should be included on the receipt used for reimbursement. Fundraising guidelines. All fundraising projects activities must be approved by the principal and designee, the SAC, if applicable, before scheduling the activity. A fundraiser anticipated revenue form must be submitted by the staff member to the SAC at the beginning of each fundraiser for approval. Attach any supporting documentation. The fundraising activity must clearly disclose and publicize the purpose of the fundraiser. Any required contracts must be turned into the bookkeeper to have them executed by the principal in accordance with Business Manual Section 20.1 Contract Execution Policy for schools. A fundraiser completion form must be completed at the end of each fundraiser and submitted to the SAC for approval. If you have any questions or if any activity will involve collecting or spending money, contact me, Tiffany, first before any action is taken. Have a great year.